Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Tori Lynn. Let's blossom today. Today I want to wrap presents with you guys. I did a wrap with me video last year and I thought it was really fun, so I'm doing it again this year. I've got my paper all set up, all my utensils. Last year I actually had like this little table, this little like fold up like TV dinner table, but it's shoved away in the closet and I didn't feel like the hassle of getting it out was worth it. So I just have everything kind of lined up on the side. I've got my paper and my tags. I actually made these tags. If you guys want to see how I made them, or at least part of how I made them, I did do them in a vlog. I will link that vlog down below. But they were just little plain wood ornament that I found at Michael's. It was like a box of 50 for, they were normally $10, but they were on clearance or on sale or something, so got a discount on them. But just painted them red with little silver like hangers on the top, and then I used my Cricut to cut out this little Merry Christmas stencil. It's very, very cute. So anyways, I've got a bunch of those made up. I need to make more of them. I haven't finished the box yet because it's a little time consuming, but I think they're super cute. And I've got jutes. What I'm going to use is my ribbon today and a whole bunch of presents. This isn't even all the presents we need to wrap, but I like to have everything in boxes, so we're slowly waiting for things to come in and decide what boxes can be used. But I just have so many presents to wrap. I like when presents come in their own box. It's kind of nice. But my husband and I have literally been saving all the boxes that come in the mail for like the last month and a half. So like this box of Sephora stuff, doesn't have Sephora stuff in it. It's got something for my dad in it. But it's kind of what we use. We've got like hot cocoa boxes and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, I'm going to start wrapping our gifts. I did do some of my husband and I's gifts, I don't know, a week or so ago. So I have a few presents under the tree already, and it's all been done in this really pretty white and red and kind of mint colored Merry Christmas. I got this from Walmart. I got 2 ginormous rolls of that stuff, and then I got 4 rolls of this red matte craft paper. I always like to do something with a pattern and then something a little more less chaotic, something without a pattern on it. So I picked up this really pretty red. I wanted to use one of the like sparkly reds, but I used glittery paper last year and it didn't go well. It was this really beautiful dark forest green, kind of matched my nails, and then it had gold trees on it. And the gold from the trees was literally everywhere. My husband made me vow that I will never buy glittery Christmas paper again. So I didn't. I didn't buy the glittery Christmas paper, even though I really wanted to. So I just went with this pretty craft style matte red paper. But alright, so let's get into this. I love wrapping presents, but also it's a lot of work. It always takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. Just time consuming. I think I'm going to be able to use this piece if I cut it this way, like to wrap around the box this way. If I cut it big enough and do it that way, I should be able to use this whole section for 2 different packages at least, unless I use some smaller ones. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off. Somehow we are at the end of 2021 and I don't even know how that's possible. Like this year has just like flown by. Like I feel like the first part of the year went by really fast, and then summer, you know, summer didn't go by as fast as I had kind of thought it was going to. It kind of crept along a little bit. Like June, July, and August were quick months, but not the quickest months of the year. And then since August, like September, October, November, I feel like I've blinked my eyes and it's over with. And I feel like part of that's because, well, in September we went on vacation, and I feel like when you're gone for a whole week, that month just kind of gets like absorbed into your vacation. Like you're at the beginning, you're getting ready for vacation, then you're gone for a week plus. on vacation, and then you get home, the month is half over, or already more than half over. It just like goes by so fast. And then October, we also took a 4-day vacation for my husband's birthday. It went by super fast. And then November was getting ready for the holidays, plus I was sick for a week. So just somehow, this year is over. We are in December, and I just don't know how we got here. I am so particular when it comes to wrapping gifts, though. Like, my husband does a pretty good job, but like, growing up, my mom hated wrapping gifts, so it was always on me to wrap the gifts. She used bags for most of my young childhood, and then one year when I was probably like late elementary school, maybe middle school, I don't know, I told her that presents in bags are not as fun as presents wrapped. So then it became my job to wrap the presents every year. Because, I mean, I kind of feel like it has more of a, I don't know, a special vibe unwrapping a wrapped gift versus one that's in a bag. But I do love bags because they are so easy. Gift bags are just like so easy to just throw it in there and be done with it, call it a day, versus wrapping. You really have to sit down, figure how you're going to wrap everything and get it all done. It's a lot more effort. So I understand why she always used bags, but I told her that bags weren't as fun, so she went and made me honorary gift wrapper, and now I love to wrap gifts, and I'm very particular about how they look. I'm not probably the best gift wrapper in the world, but I feel like I'm decent at it. Apparently my table was a little dirty on this side. I am set up at the coffee table in our living room. It lifts up. It's one of those fancy ones that like lifts up so you could eat at it or use it to work at or whatever. I do a lot at this living room table. I did have to turn it around because our TV obviously is behind me and the couch is on behind you guys. So I did have to turn the whole table around, which was kind of harder than I remember being. It has like wheels under it, but it always wants to roll like in the wrong direction. They're very stiff. Alright, so now I got that package wrapped up. We're going to use some jute. Sometimes I do like the 4 crisscross. Sometimes I wrap it around multiple times. Sometimes I just wrap it around once. And honestly, that's probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wrap it about there. And throw a tag on it. So I've got my little tags. I'm going to go ahead and just write on the back who it's to. Don't need to write on who it's from because we already know. So I've got my little 2 on there. This gift happens to be for my dad. I don't remember if I said that already. Definitely not going to show you guys the gifts in case some of these people watch. I know my dad probably doesn't watch, but in case anyone is watching, I don't want them to see what their gifts are. This, however, is a long-sleeved sweat. Actually, it's a crew neck sweatshirt. Very much like what I'm wearing, except for it doesn't have Santa on it and doesn't say "Don't Stop Believing," because I'm pretty sure my dad would not wear that. There's a little tag. I think it looks cute. Even the red on red, not bad. I would have looked even cuter if I would have like double wrapped this. You know, done like kind of a crisscrossy double wrap. I think would have looked cuter, but my dad's not going to care. Most of these people aren't going to care, really. I feel like there are only a few people that actually, like, look at the gift wrapping. My sister-in-law being one. Maybe my mom, maybe my aunt, but nobody else really cares. The guys definitely don't. Alright, this gift is for my mama. When you guys are shopping for gifts, do you usually buy people just what's on their list? Or do you buy them some of what's on their list and then find some things that you're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna love this? Or do you just go all out and figure out, find things for them? I feel like I do kind of a mix. I usually will shop what's on their list first, and then I'll buy like 1 or 2 items if I find something that just like speaks to me. And it's like, yes, this is what they want. This is one of those items that just spoke to me. Was not on my mom's Christmas list, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I need to get her one of those. And I think she's going to like it. I feel like my mom is one of those people that it's pretty easy to to shop for usually, but she's also one of those people that has everything. So I feel like I could always find things that I'm like, oh, she would like that, but then I'm like, she doesn't need that. She already has probably something very similar, or where would she put it, you know? I have a couple people in my family though that I feel like are just really easy to shop for, and a couple people that I struggle shopping for. My mom, my aunt, my cousin, I find them all super easy to shop for. Actually, both my cousins, really and truthfully. My dad, on the other hand, I pretty much give him the same thing every year because he's not easy to shop for. Unless my mom or him sends me something that he actually really wants, I'm like, I don't know what to get him. Last year, he sent me to Lowe's to pick up some scrapers that I don't even know what they do. But I know he liked them or needed them or wanted them because I went to his work one day and he was like, look, I'm using the scrapers you bought me. Okay, I don't even know what they were, but I'm glad you liked them. He did pick them out. He told me where to go in Home Depot to pick them out. This wrapping paper kind of gives me like store vibes. Like, I don't know what about it. Maybe it's because it's kind of paper bag textured. Kind of gives me like Macy's holiday shopping vibes or something. I don't know. This package, because it is square, I think I'm going to do the crisscross situation. I'm trying to decide if I want the bow to be on top. I've kind of been just tying it in a square knot on the back side of the gifts. And I feel like that's kind of what I want to do on this one, but I don't know. A bow might look cute because it would be a square package. Okay, come on now. Work. Oh my goodness. There we go. Also, my hair is everywhere. This one's kind of getting a teeny tiny bow because I cut one side too short. Alright, just a little bow. Forgot to write who this was to. Alright, another present. Done. Doing all these in red because everything I did before is all in the white paper, so. But like this is also for my dad, and I already did his in red, so now I gotta switch it up and use the white paper. I also set that there. If I set it down on the other side, I'll probably eventually knock it over and that'll be chasing my paper around the room, and we don't need that. This was one of those gifts that my mom actually sent me. It was like, get this for your dad. I'm like, okay, sounds good. I'm also trying to limit my gifts per person this year. I mean, I usually do, but I think I'm limiting it about 2 or 3 presents per person. Just because it makes it so much easier. It's nicer on the budget that way. Tell me, do you guys usually set a limit per person, like how many gifts you're gonna buy, or do you usually just kind of shop until you feel like, yeah, I've got enough stuff for that person? What is going on here? If you ain't gonna cooperate, you get cut out. Should have brought a garbage bag over here. I think I usually have like a box that I throw my garbage in, but I didn't bring one over this time, and that was, I think, a mistake. Really do feel that was a mistake.
You said you need a box?
I need something to throw garbage in.
Check out his bag.
That's perfect. Is that our Instacart bag? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Much appreciate. If I don't have a garbage bag, then I'm going to end up with garbage everywhere and a huge mess. By the time this is over, you won't even be able to see my presents through all the trimmings, because I like to trim things. Although I don't know why I didn't just fold that one. Also, really love this paper. I wasn't sure what theme I was going to go with. I feel like on Instagram and Pinterest, everything was like black and white themed, which is pretty. I like that aesthetic, but it doesn't give me the Christmas feels, and I feel like Christmas feels are very important. So I had a really hard time deciding what I was going to do, and then I saw this paper at Walmart. I happened to be at Walmart. I was actually going to look at faux Christmas trees because we really need an artificial one, and went there to look. Didn't fall in love with any of their trees. Ended up buying one from Costco, and she's a beaut. Look at her. She's the most beautiful Christmas tree. Our neighbor came in yesterday to help my husband with something, and he was like, wow, that's a beautiful tree. And I was like, yeah, it was, but don't ask how much it was, because it was expensive. But everything I've heard about Costco trees, like, they're so worth the price. They last forever. They look amazing. The best thing about this tree, well, there's two things. One, I had one requirement that it had to be able to do colored or white lights, because our old tree only did white lights, and I wanted the feel of colored sometimes too. So this morning I have colored on. The last few days I've had white on. But anyway, so that was a great thing about the tree. And then the other thing about this tree, when you go to put it all up, the plug-in to connect all the lights through each section is right in the trunk of the tree. It's all in the stand, all in the base. There's no like trying to dig through the tree and figure out which ones connect to what. It all goes so easily together. Like, and it also looks super duper real. Love the tree. The one thing I can say I don't love about it is how freaking heavy it was. I struggled so hard to get this tree into my car and in the house. I had a whole vlog where I went Christmas tree shopping, so you guys can kind of experience that with me. But it's a really heavy tree, so if you're considering buying one from Costco, totally recommend it, but want to make sure you have some help. Have somebody to help you carry it, because man, are they freaking heavy. But anyways, I think I started this rant talking about Christmas gifts, or the wrapping paper, and yeah, went to Walmart and was looking at trees, and I ended up running into the wrapping paper, and I bought this white wrapping paper like almost a month ago, somewhere back in the beginning of November. And I saw it and I was like, that's really cute. It gives me Christmas vibes. It's just like the perfect colors, and it's not overly too much. So this is what the gifts are going to kind of look like together. Very cute. We got the red and the white. I did think about also getting a green, and if I do run out of wrapping paper, which happened last year, and I have to go get more, I might grab a nice pretty dark green, kind of match the darker green in the Merry Christmas. I like the kind of more mint green too, but I don't think it'll give me the right vibes. Won't be what I'm looking for. When I'm wrapping, I try to utilize as much of the paper as possible. Try to get like multiple packages out of one like section, if that makes sense. Anyways, our living room and dining room, actually it's mostly just been the dining room, overflowed a little into the living room, but have looked like a bomb went off for the last few weeks because of all the boxes and gifts. Both my husband and I started our Christmas shopping back in like the end of October, beginning of November. And so these gifts have just been piling and piling. And then all those saved boxes for wrapping have been piling and piling. And I'm just like, oh goodness, it looks so messy. When our neighbor came in yesterday, I wasn't expecting him to come in the house, but my husband had to borrow a tool from him and needed an extra set of hands doing it. So anyways, the neighbor came in and I was like, oh my god, don't look at all these boxes. It looks like we're hoarding cardboard boxes, which in a way we kind of are. But it looks so bad, I was kind of mortified. Because everything else in our house is nice and clean and organized, but man, the dining room table has been overtaken with boxes and Christmas presents. And I was like, he doesn't understand, he doesn't know I do YouTube and that I'm saving all these presents and boxes for a wrap with me video. But it's alright. Probably just went home, told his wife, dang, you should see how messy their dining room is. And they moved on with their lives. I've been in their apartment one time, and it was like everything was immaculate. And I'm like, okay, looks beautiful in here. Looks nice. I like to keep things clean, but I'm not an immaculate type housekeeper. I wish I was. Really do wish I was, but it's just not who I'm meant to be. I'm not meant to live that journey. It doesn't happen for me. Try to keep things as picked up as possible, and that's about as good as it's gonna get. Love it. So cute. Alright, well I'm going to finish getting these presents wrapped and then I'll come back and show you how it all turned out. I'm so excited to have all these presents under the tree. I got a good portion of my gifts wrapped. Definitely not all of them, but I'm getting tired of sitting here and wrapping. I've been sitting here for far too long. I need to get up and walk around and stretch my legs. So, I think this is as far as I'm going to get today. We'll definitely have to finish the last of my gifts in a few days or maybe even later today. But I've got a good portion of it done, especially because I already had a chunk of presents done. So, you know, getting there slowly but surely. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Hope you were able to get some wrapping done with me. If you did enjoy this video, then give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.